Hello, good morning. Welcome to Apefoo Life of a Warrior episode 4. Today I'm going to be wearing a weighted vest. Just before you ask, it weighs 20 kilograms. I'll be using this in the first part of my training to help set me up for the day, give me more dynamism and make me more aware of my actual weight. So when I take it off, I'm a stronger warrior. I'll be taking you through similar stuff to the other episodes, except today, since the day is nice and cold and brisky, I'll stay out for extra long. So I'll probably do phase 2 outside as well. Phase 3, 4 and 5 will all be consisting of strength, stretching, rehabilitation and really getting myself geared up for tomorrow. But today's focus is to basically, as always, become the strongest I can become and carry on moving forward. Stay tuned, subscribe and thank you for watching.
I wanted to start episode 4 today with a short message. I'll start it now. A real warrior has no tomorrow, but lives for the now, the present moment, and the time that exists now. As I said earlier, I'm going to be wearing a vest today. This is to build presence, power, confidence, and really allow me to work in more difficult conditions. A true warrior must be able to adapt to any situation, so it's important to be able to train at higher resistance when necessary. There's no point in bothering with fancy stuff such as ankle weights or wrist weights at this stage, as all those will damage your joints and in the long term limit your movement. Obviously they'll strengthen your joints as well, but then are you willing to go through the hardship? Whereas if you just wore a vest, it will distribute the weight more equally around your body and you can really work different areas. So I'll be finishing off phase 1 with all sorts of strength training, working through different techniques, and then I'll be doing some tricep exercises and overall core exercises to really tire myself and push myself to the absolute boundaries. As you can see here, I'm trying to work the core as I always do, but when wearing a vest it becomes a lot more of a challenge. Once the vest is off, however, it is a massive relief. Literally is a weight lifted off your shoulder. You feel as light as a feather. A good 20 kilograms represents about a third of my weight. So once that is off, it represents a massive increase in power and strength. So as it comes off, I'll be working all the basic strengths again. So much so I've decided to make phase 2 of the day immediately after phase 1. After a couple of hours of wearing a vest, a couple of hours of not training without the vest is a much more of an easier challenge. So it's important to basically give your body a challenge once in a while to remind yourself of what you're actually capable of doing. As you can see, I'm carrying out similar exercises to as I was carrying out with the vest, but now my body is a lot more free and able to perform a lot more adventurous tasks. As you can see here, I'm able to carry out a lot more strength training and really carry out more repetitions and work at a much higher intensity and rate. There's something new I'm trying here to work with the bars to really target different parts of my core and activate more parts of my body while I'm strength training. I've got the sloper grips here on the chin-up bar to strengthen different parts of my grip strength. As a warrior, you must be strong in all areas, as you never know which area will be needed the most when the battle comes your way. So over here, I'll be working through holding the bar for as long as possible and carrying out as much strength training as possible and targeting as much of the upper body, as it seems, as much as possible while I'm on it, to really help me save time and really help me maximize the usage that I'm getting out of it. I'll be isolating certain parts of the muscles with one hand chin-ups, but since I've enjoyed training with combos so much today, I've decided to increase my phase 2 of the day and really end it off with some dynamic training, which, as you can see, is working to good effect as my hamstrings have become a lot more flexible since taking the vest off, and I'm able to try out new dynamic moves that I wasn't able to do before in the past. It's made me a lot more adept and capable, which is important to be when you're training. I'll be ending off phase 2 with some final bit of strength training and to really extract the small amount of strength that I do have left in my body before I finally go inside for the day. As you can see, it's important to really work as much of your muscles as possible while you can, as you never know when the opportunity will come your way again. Every day you're born again, so really try and make the most of your day while you're still around. I'll be going inside for the next part of the day, putting a film on to help relax my mind and distract me, and I'll be carrying out additional strength training and core training and really targeting parts of the body that I wasn't able to do so while I was outside. And I'll be also implementing a lot of combos and a variety of moves in this particular part of the day. I'll be using dynamic styles and moves, and I'll be trying to remain as static as possible during the time, as space is a limiting factor while you're indoors, as is the temperature, so the breathing conditions vary as well. So in doing so, I'll be mixing it up. As I said earlier, it's important for a warrior to adapt. So right now in phase 4, even wearing like flip-flops for instance will really teach you to value each of your movements and each of your steps. So I'll be training various combos and techniques now, and really encapsulating things and parts of the day that I wasn't able to do so earlier. I'll be using the washing line for instance to improve boxing. I'll be throwing a variety of kicks and styles and techniques. I'll be implementing as much as possible. The key motion will be to keep moving as much as possible to really extract any final bit of strength that I have left in my body. In doing so, I'll also carry out a lot of strength training where I'll be working the core and working as much of my body as possible. As I said, the sloper grips are excellent for helping build core strength, and they could attach onto any bars, so they're worth buying if you get this opportunity to do so. As is being good with carrying out full body weight exercises of any nature. There's no need for weights as resistance, as having a good set of apparatus and being comfortable with your own body weight is generally enough. A true warrior needs to be able to adapt. When you're on top of a mountain, weights may not be there. What are you going to do? You'll become weak because you haven't taught yourself to train without weights. So you should always train yourself and teach yourself to be the best you can, so that when the time comes you are the best. I'll be ending off episode 4 with some stretching. The crab really helps relieve all areas of the body. Shoulder stand head really helps relieve the straps, and you'll know what the hamstring stretch will do here. It's important to really relieve yourself of as much as possible for an hour or so to help yourself fully recover. I'll be ending off the day with some fingerboard training, as I said, and that will be to strengthen my fingers and keep me motivated for day episode 5. Thank you for watching. All the best.